Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mafioso. Welcome to the Hive Hustle Podcast. I appreciate y'all for being here. If you don't know, this podcast is about street culture, whether that be krump, hip-hop, roller skating, dancing, anything that has invested in me and helped me become the person I am today.
Welcome to the show, let us all begin. Introduce a new approach to evolve and win. Taking lead, never stop, can't fall again. Took heed and watched who I called a friend. On a swivel, ain't none of this simple. Rather be at the table, conversing what's beneficial. Put in hard work, unapologetic with your craft. Yeah, the scars hurt, but I won't regret what's in the past.
Man, I'm sitting with somebody that booked me for my first event in Krump. In 2010, this man booked me in for the Resurrection 1. And first and foremost, just a full circle moment. We are at KCS in Las Vegas, Nevada, day 2, and this man's DJing. 14 years ago, he gave me my first opportunity in Krump to battle and teach at the Resurrection 1. I got dogged by Geyser, but I just want to gas you up, bro. Because not only to me are you like really, really important to Krump, but like you're important to me. Because if I didn't get that first opportunity in Texas, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You get what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
This is Al Metro, Pun, Fury, Raven, the godfather of Krump. Am I right? Did I say that right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir. Yeah, I get
this
it right out
man
there.
is very important. Like, I got the arc idea, like the concept of having a dance event for Krump from him. If I never went to the Resurrection, there would have never been an arc. That's just the truth. I told you that at the Resurrection 1. I said, hey, I'm going back to Vegas and doing this.
He did.
So, bro, welcome. Thank you for being on. Thank you for being willing to have an interview with me because you're a busy man. You have multiple children just like me.
Yeah.
And we do a lot.
Yes, sir.
So as you know, this podcast is for me to give back to the community and gas everybody up, bro, because this community is important. We're needed in street dance, and this event is amazing. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, okay, you're from the South, so you have a different perception of how you were introduced to Krump.
Correct.
So what was your first thoughts, and how were you introduced to it?
I was introduced to it like pretty much everybody else through Roz, but my mother is the one that introduced me to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother. So
please elaborate.
yeah, so I'm from Fort Worth,
Okay.
and Fort Worth, Texas, because a lot of people say Dallas, but I'm actually from Fort Worth. It's like a small area.
It's like Hendertucky in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, it's Henderson, but we call it
Hendertucky.
We call it Hendertucky.
I mean, we are the country's part of the DFW area.
There we go. So
yeah, that's us. And honestly and truthfully, out there, we were into what they would call, I guess in West Coast, it's stripper dancing.
okay, yeah.
But it's more so we call it jigging, but it's like dancing for women, you know. So
Nemo put me onto that crap.
there we go.
Yeah.
The R&B, you know. Okay.
Yep.
So we would battle doing that in the club, but you can imagine how that probably looked,
Oh yeah.
you know. So when Krump came around.
Sorry, I'm getting memories of that. Well, me and Nemo used to talk downtown about that shit. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, you know, when I seen Krump, my mother showed me Roz, immediately fell in love with the energy because it was such a different switch from what I was doing.
Yeah.
And shout out to my wife. I have to tell the true story. When I wanted to be with one woman doing that type of dance, it didn't go well.
Oh, that didn't go well at all.
It didn't go well at all. So
You in the club battling somebody and she like,
yeah, hips just going.
yeah,
just
insane.
So that allowed me to, honestly, to be who I was as far as like trying something different, but also battling, getting that battle itch out.
Yeah.
So that's where I really got into Krump. My mother showed me, and then I had an aunt and a cousin that stayed in Rancho.
Rancho Cucamonga?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So you like were able to like go to Cali too, huh?
Yeah, I was able to go right into Cali, and Lost Boys versus Mob, I was actually there, but nobody knew me. You know what I'm saying? I just pulled up in my aunt's
That's
truck.
like me at the Cage 3. I rode in the back of Crush's mom's van, and literally I pulled up to the Cage 3. No one knew who I was. I was like, oh, this is dope.
That's crazy.
My first event was Krump Arena.
Krump Arena. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Me and Disco actually at the Cage 3 as well.
Yeah, I remember.
We took a bus
Yeah.
all the way there. Like, yeah, I will never do that again. But, you know.
Never. Never in life.
Yeah.
So you basically started Krump, like, really early on then. Like, what, 05, 06?
More so I was trying clowning in 04 because I went to a club called Venice Beach. It's funny, it's called Venice Beach, but it's in Arlington. And we used to do a lot of dancing because a lot of people might not know, but Comfort, who's a regular member of So You Think You Can Dance, and then Josh Allen, one of that won, they're both from the same area. Josh Allen from Fort Worth, Comfort's from Dallas. So, yeah, very early on, we were already trying
because you had the access to it because you knew. Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, did you think it would turn into this?
Not at all.
Like,
no, not at all. I was just, honestly and truthfully, I love dance, but I wanted to be an R&B singer. This is my first time saying this out loud.
Monte, you got to make this into a reel now. You're like, what?
This is my first time.
You wanted Al Metro, the godfather of Krump, wanted to be an R&B singer. Sorry, I had to say it out loud. Like it hit the register.
My bad to all my friends. I've only said that to my wife, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, you ain't ever told me that." So, yeah, me and Disco used to dance behind a lot of different artists: Christina Milian, DJ T-Pain. Like we got to do choreography. Like you know how they do. That was the first time when they started like splintering off.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's Usher videos, all of that. Yeah, it was real big.
And that's when they started.
That's how I started learning how to dance. Like, I wasn't first a krumper. I was a choreographer.
Okay.
Like, 2000, I was a Sigma Beta. Sigma Beta is the high school version of Phi Beta Sigma.
Okay.
So my first dance, anything was stepping. And then I walked into the skating rink. And when I walked into the skating rink, it shifted. I was on Ellen in 2004. Roller skating. I have a VHS tape of it. Yeah, y'all new cat. No, I don't know nothing about it. No VHS.
Not at all.
But I literally still have it. And then in 05, 06, I went to Sam's Town at a casino and I found Krump because I watched Rise. Mm-hmm. And when I walked out of the movie theater, everybody walked across the street to Perry Street to go Krump. And I'm a white guy by myself, like, just walking. I didn't know nobody. Yeah, so
that's crazy.
I get you. Like
crazy.
It wasn't. You had different thoughts, and then you ended up just stumbling across this thing that just took over your life.
Definitely. And it was different. It was definitely difficult because where we're from, the whole seizure thing, having a seizure. I know
that was a big thing.
They said that even when we started getting popular with it, they still like it's a seizure.
Bro, I still get that.
Oh, okay, so it's just not.
I literally will be at the office and we just dance. We'll just like be dancing because that's what we are. We're dancers, bro. My partner all the time. Stop having seizures. It's still a thing. So I get you.
That's crazy, but yeah, it was difficult early on. Like I say, we just football and barbecue is the only thing that they wanted to hear about in Texas.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. So.
Dallas Cowboys and barbecues.
Yeah, and I only like the barbecue. I never liked the Cowboys. So.
Oh, did you just commit a crime?
Probably, but
All right, on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Do us a favor, like, subscribe, do all the stuff you need to do. Because if you don't, we're not going to get into the algorithms, y'all. Please.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? At Swarm Branding, we're your digital marketing agency in Las Vegas. At Swarm Branding, we're not just another agency, though. We're a team of creatives that's dedicated to turning your vision into reality. Whether that's web design, graphic design, search engine optimization, or social media services, we've got you covered. Our certified experts bring over 2 decades of experience to the table, ensuring top-notch quality with every project. And the best part, we offer fair pricing without compromising on excellence. So why wait? Boost your business with Swarm Branding today. Visit our website or give us a call to get your free consultation. What's up, man? This your boy Mafioso. We at the Hive Hustle Podcast at KCS. This is a crazy event, man. This like venue, just the setup, like we real professional with this thing. So y'all got to catch on. I'm with my bro Al Metro. We over here talking about how he used to want to be an R&B singer. So the second part of the episode is the flash question. So now I got to ask you.
All right.
Who's your favorite R&B singer of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Omarion.
Really?
Of all time, yeah. So everybody that was clowning on him at the verses, if I would have been his DJ, he'd have won. He can't sing better than Mario, but he got better hits.
Oh, yeah. I can't even deny that. I totally agree. Because when I watched that, Mario's range, insane. But if you're talking about hit for hit, it's Omarion all day.
All day long.
Like, because, bro, take B2K out the picture.
That's what I'm saying.
O by itself.
That's what I'm saying.
Touch.
That's what I'm
We can keep going. Post to be.
Look.
Come on, bro. I can keep going.
His brother messed up his DJ set. That was his
Low
brother
key,
that messed it up.
low key. But on that note, man, like, we know that we're Krumpers. We've been in this thing for a very long time. A lot of people don't give us the respect that we deserve when it comes to the movement because we're not Tight Eyes and Miho.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what do you think? What's your thoughts on the movement and, like, the state it's in right now? Like, what do you think we could do better? Like, just give us some elaboration on that.
As far as right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's horrible.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that because there's so many people that be trying to gas the movement up. Like, so many good things are happening. I'm like, good things are happening, but we're still not there.
Right. Yeah, it's horrible. And I dare to say, you know what I'm saying, what Chad said is like, it's dying. You can say it's dying, but it's still alive. But my whole thing is, honestly and truthfully, man, we just really need to remember why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Krump was that thing that wasn't like the world, and now Krump is exactly like the world. Like, we're trying to mimic certain things, and it was crazy.
Oh my God, that was a bar. Sorry.
No, it's all good. But it's something that I put out like a long time ago, and I sent it around. It was called No Social Media Krump, and I know it's kind of cliche because we post, yeah. But it was talking about like how people put a clip up in their garage or something like that, and they call that work. When in our day, like,
you had to be at the session.
I came out here and had Crush tell me, like, if you didn't put, I'm going to tell you a small story. The whole way the resurrection and what I did got created was almost like a direct dare at him because he told us that if we didn't do work on the west side, that it didn't matter. And I was like, I'm going to make the south hot. So it's just like things like that. But now people are so dumb. People have learned smart words. And I think that that's the reason why we're getting this pushback and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. There's such thing as mental health and anxiety and all that. But a lot of people is just like, you do dumb things, you get dumb results.
Yeah.
So that's just
people don't understand. Like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
Exactly.
Like, that's why I tell people, I'm like, in the all-style scene, for instance, like, let's make her bigger, right? The all-style scene is packaged.
Yeah.
3 judges, a DJ, a host, a cash prize. You got an event.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand is that packaging is what corporations needed. So we literally gave them the packaging that they needed, and they ran with it.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Think about it. Before Red Bull, before World of Dance, before any of this stuff, it was all community leaders that were throwing events.
It was.
And we gave the corporations what they needed, and they packaged it, and now it's able to be sold. Same thing that happened in hip-hop.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so what
exactly.
we have to do now is, for instance, what the Ark did, what the Resurrection did is y'all shifted. Y'all shifted the game. Y'all literally was like, okay, we're going to throw a dope event. We're going to put vendors. We're going to do this. Bro, the first Resurrection had vendors.
He did.
That's 2010.
That's crazy. I wouldn't even.
Like, that was foreign back then.
Right.
Like, the Krump Arena, the Realms, like, they didn't have vendors back then. Really think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the Ark, the plane ticket overseas was foreign.
Yeah, very much so.
When the Ark had that, everybody was like, oh, crap.
New blueprint.
Okay. Now, plane ticket anywhere is normality.
Normal, yeah.
Now, this circuit is different. People are confused. They don't know how to act. They're like, okay, do I enter? Do I not enter? Do I want to be ranked? Do I not want to be ranked? But they don't understand that this is the future.
Yeah.
They don't understand that working together as a unit and building brands and having these brands come together, what you're doing is you're building an economy.
Correct.
And then these brands are going to funnel money into the economy of Krump, and then we'll be able to actually have people that actually live off the stuff.
Exactly.
That's how hip-hop is in the dang Olympics now. Like, breakdancing is literally in the Olympics. And the only way they did that was funneling their own money and really building an economy within hip-hop. The dancing side.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're on the right track, man. Like, when people don't really understand is that, like, the people that have been doing this for a long time, we kind of know.
We know.
We're like these OGs that are like, yo, like, relax. We love that you're so excited, but get some skin.
Yeah.
Get a little debt.
Man.
Do a little thing before you like get this excitement, because you're gonna get so excited and then you're gonna get burnt out.
Exactly.
So, second question.
Okay.
West Coast or South Krump?
It's gonna be South. It's gonna be.
I thought I was gonna get another West, Gio.
it's gonna.
John said West.
I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, he lives over here, and I'm pretty sure he did. Now, what I would say, like, are we talking about the style or
no,
like the movement?
Your preference, what you like more?
It's definitely gonna be South, but as far as the movement and the competition, it definitely love the West. That's why we keep coming.
Bro,
here.
the pressure.
Yeah.
Anybody will tell you when you step into the Mecca, the pressure is insane.
Yeah.
Like the moment you start dancing on the West Coast, you like dirt.
Exactly. That was my first time experiencing it, going to the 818, and it was just a small session, Bad News Universal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like I'm the man where I'm at the club, wherever.
Yeah.
I go to dancing.
Everybody's like, yeah.
I heard but I heard
the
crickets. I heard the crickets
on the West Coast.
I said,
oh, this is a different feeling.
Am I good? Am I really
Do
good?
I suck?
But shout out to them, because it was like right after that Universal came to me, he was like, "It's you tight, but you just I hear this different pressure. Like you can't slack. You have to dance, like it's your last every time." And to me, y'all used to look like everybody from the West Coast used to look like superheroes, because whether y'all was skinny, tall, fat, woman, kid, y'all had this explosiveness that I was like, how are they dancing that hard? I thought y'all was all lifting weights. I'm just be real. I thought y'all was lifting weights, but that's where, and I know a lot of people get misconfused where I come from. They know what this is, but like the whole essence conversation, that is what that is. Yeah. For people that don't know, and that's why like we kind of we like grooves and body rolls a lot, but now more so we're starting to understand that like if you don't have that get off, that snap, it's just like
we seen it a bunch of times yesterday.
Oh,
I seen some Jay Mafioso did this thing and he like snapped, and I was like, oh, you know, like you get that snap and you're like, it just, you feel it in the soul.
Yeah.
And that's that essence. Like you can literally just do a chest pop going down, and that snap in there is gonna kill it. So yeah, man. Okay. Now, for a lot of people that don't know, you're a DJ.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Out of you've been a dancer, you wanted to be an R&B singer. I'm gonna say it one more time. Hey, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna call you probably in 2 weeks and just tell you to sing for me.
I can't sing. That's the crazy part. I could not sing.
Hey, that's why he didn't be an R&B singer, y'all.
Marion, he can't really sing either.
Yeah, but he could dance.
He could dance.
We could all, I guess you could be a package.
Yeah, I would have been.
But now, if you could pick one, DJ or dancing?
In this era, DJ.
Really?
Completely. Yeah.
Is it because you're older, or is it because of a specific reason?
It's because of this era. Like this is like the most, you be careful. No, I'm gonna say it's soft. Like this is the softest era that's in life. Yeah. Like in life, not even just in
not even just dance, not street dance, just in life. Yeah, people are soft as hell.
And it's you know how people say like, oh, it's just OGs complaining now. Like this literally is the softest era, because what my grandfather complained about in his 60s, I was complaining about in my 30s. That's way too early.
Wow.
So it's just like suburban gangsters, like all this. Like I was telling you, I'm doing a what is the thing called, like a reel, like a funny reel about like I'm gonna sit in Indian style and I'm gonna do like some chants about my tranquility and peace in my mental space, and then and I'm gonna put in the background a local event going on by like us, and then I'm gonna go, and then once Rebel Dance Style comes, I'm gonna jump up and like, oh, I'm not worried about my mental health. I'm gonna do a little spoof like that, because this is what era that we in. Like I just can't stand it. So that's why it's DJ all day long for me.
And me too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like a lot of people tell me, well, would you continue crumping or would you continue roller skating? And like I don't care to be a part of the roller skating culture. It's peace to me. I look at the roller skating community, to me, because I'm going to a rink, I can go there and not talk to nobody. It's a gym.
Okay.
You get my point?
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is like they don't understand that like you can't be soft in crump.
You cannot.
Like, I understand there's choreography, I understand there's business, but you still have to dance.
Right.
You still have to dance. Like, there's videography, there's photography, there's graphic design, there's DJing. But in Krump, it's dance.
Right.
All in all, you could say all the things, but in the Krump world, my wife says it all the time, bro. We were at the house yesterday, and she was like, I don't know what it is about y'all, but y'all live in like an alternate reality.
Exactly.
And that's really what it is. You have to dance. You can
have
talk
to.
all the crap you want. I could be a 7-8 figure business owner, but when I come into here, it's dancing.
Mm-hmm.
My accolades over there don't matter. So it's like, and a lot of people don't understand that. They'll bring their accolades with them.
Man.
Like somebody
my
just called me
goodness.
out earlier. Dude from Arizona. He's like, yeah, man, I want to battle you at the after session. I said, no. He goes, why? I said, because if I'm on the same wavelength as you. I'm a one-track person.
Mm-hmm.
I came here to network. I came here to have a good time. I came here to chill.
Right.
I am not caring about dancing this weekend because it's about my little homies. It's about getting them out there and giving them opportunities. I've been doing this almost 20 years. I don't care about no call-out, but I can admit that. I can admit that I'm not ready to battle you right now. Disco in the interview yesterday with me, he was interviewing me. He asked me, last question, he sprung it on me. He was like, if I battled you right now, could I beat you? I said, yeah. I said 10. No, yeah, I said bad.
He said bad.
I said bad.
Okay.
Like, it's just the truth. Like, I know, and that's where a lot of people, I feel, misconstrue it. It's like, I got to be this big, bad, tough guy. If
Right.
you're not there, just be honest with yourself.
Just be honest.
You have to have the emotional intelligence to understand where you are on the full scale of things. Tight Eyes, Ruin, Cannon, Concrete, Spartan, all of these 5 people that I just met, Beast. Like, I could keep going. There's
Right.
there's a top tier crumpers that are dancing professionally.
Right.
I'm at a desk all day.
Same situation with
You
me.
get what
man.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so I understand where my purpose is in the movement. You understand where you invest in the movement. That's why you can comfortably say DJing.
Yeah.
And it's not just because we're a soft movement, but we understand where we're at. I can still get off on a lot of people. I can still go for 10 rounds in a row. But do I want to? Do I want to risk my body?
Right.
Do I want to risk waking up the next day because I'm 38 years old like this? Yeah, literally. I don't care to do that. And I'm not going to sit here and try to be prideful and act as if I'm this top-tier crumper. I'm a great crumper. I could teach an amazing class, but I know where I fit in. And
Right.
that's where it goes back to you saying you got to know your why. You got to know why you do this.
You have to.
And if you don't know why you do this, then you don't need to be doing it.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people that don't know why. They just know they want to be.
They just know I want to be seen. Oh, bro, for real said this the other day. We were talking, and he was like, there's people that do it for the scene, and there's people that do it to be seen.
Yeah.
2 totally different types of people.
I need that on a shirt.
Bro, hey, you know I own a clothing line.
Yeah, that's
But, hey, on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. We appreciate y'all for still being here. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. We'll see y'all in a minute. Are you ready for the ultimate Swarm experience? Get ready to immerse yourself in everything we have to offer. From top-notch branding services with Swarm Branding to the freshest streetwear at Swarm Brand. We've got you covered. Dive deep into the vibrant world of street culture with Swarm Culture, where every event and initiative celebrates the pulse of the streets. Also, don't forget to tune into the Hive Hustle Podcast, where the stories behind the streets come to life. Are you ready to swarm everything? Visit our website today at swarmeverything.com or call us at 702-758-5591 and we'll get you started on your journey. Yo, welcome back. This your boy Mafioso. I'm here with my bro Al Metro. We having a real good conversation about Krump, the culture, DJing or dancing. He used to be or wanted to be an R&B singer. See, I told you I was gonna say it. You can't say that and not tell me, man. Oh, Marion. Ooh, touch. But look, this is the part of the episode where we get deep, bro.
right.
Outside of dancing, outside of DJing, you're a father.
Mm-hmm.
You're a business person. You probably hold a 9-to-5 position
Yes, I
at a
do.
company of some sort. So my question to you is, with the alternate reality we live in
Why?
and your personal life
Mm-hmm.
and being a business person and having a social media following, how do you balance it all?
Truthfully honest, there is no balance. Something is going to lack. And at times I just choose what is going to lack.
At that moment,
Yeah. Like usually at that moment, or I'm very like a mapped out person.
I have a calendar. If it's not on the calendar, it don't happen.
It don't. Yeah, I just usually map it out, and like a lot of the times, just being totally honest, in the past, which is why I kind of switched. My family would always be the one that was like lacking, you know.
Man, I know that life. And now that I have kids, I understand it. Because if you're so involved and engulfed in Krump, that's going to lag.
Yeah.
So you have to,
I had to balance it out, man, because my wife is a soldier. She's always been a soldier. Jack is, she's always been welcoming.
Yeah.
And all that type
I
of
got
stuff.
booked in 2010, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I stayed at your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had meals, all that.
Yeah, she's very welcoming, but I definitely get it. She was like, hey, I want you to be able to walk with me and your kids and your I have grandkids. You know what I mean? Like,
Hold on.
2.
Hey, we got grandpas in Krump because Junior Mafioso's a grandpa too.
Hey,
It's crazy.
That's tight. That's tight.
But it's dope because we can raise the new generation and help them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, but so like I'm saying, it's just always, it's not going to be a balance. Something is going to go lacking. You have to choose what it is. Very early on in my adolescent age, it was my job. And this is why I used to like bounce around. So what I did was I was just like kind of segued into what I do. I was like, you know what? I need to conserve my energy. So I got into security, which led me into law enforcement. So right now I'm at a hospital called Texas Health, and I'm on their law enforcement team. So I know it's totally opposite. What I do is like another alternate universe, but I kind of wrestle meth heads on a regular basis.
That sounds,
you know what I'm saying? So
that's the same thing with me. Like a lot of people know me as Mafia. I posted in the Krumpers page the other day. I was like, y'all know me as the Mafioso, the Krumper, and the roller skater. But I have 2 employees. I run a whole digital marketing agency, and I'm a father of 3. Like, whole different alternate reality. Like, I'm sitting here meeting with 7-figure business owners all the time. Like, you get what I'm saying? You're wrestling meth heads.
Wrestling meth heads,
like,
man. And that's, I just
total opposite spectrum.
I'm going to be honest. That's
but
exactly
it's the truth.
what I do.
Like, there's a Krumper that is a correctional officer.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, at a jail. Like, think about it. There's Krumpers right now. I'm looking at him. He's a government employee. Like, Zoom meetings, government employee. Like, but then he's like, yeah.
It allows me to, if one of the meth heads hurt me, because once they stop, I got to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially in a hospital setting. I used to work in a command center, and that was like very time consuming, and that was where I kind of stopped throwing events. Because being a manager of a command center, it was crazy. Like any small little thing had to be reported up the chain. But the wrestling and the meth heads, it kind of gives me a lot of material, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
it gives me a lot of material.
There's probably a lot of things that happen when you're doing that, so you could think crazy stuff.
Yeah. It may honestly being in Krump, believe it or not, makes me a better officer at that job. My reflexes, because I had a girl, Texas Health, don't fire me for this, but I had a girl that tried to bite me because she was drunk off hand sanitizer, and it was like the wildest situation. So I was able to move my arm, and that's like for me that's like a little
jab, a little power move.
Yeah. But it helped. It's funny stories, but this is what my
a lot of people don't understand. Our reflexes are insane.
Crazy.
When you've gotten an arm swung at you, almost hit you in the face, you know how to reflex for sure. But last question, bro. What advice? Because obviously you spoke about the fact of like this soft generation,
correct?
Right. Mm-hmm. What advice would you have for new Krumpers coming into the game? And then lastly, like tell us where they can find you, so that way they can look you up and figure out where you at.
Okay. My direct advice would be work and keep your head down. There are people in the movement, such as ourselves, that like where you really can find the information that you need.
Yep.
So I just say like work, keep your head down, and don't get distracted by all the stuff that's going on around. Like it seems really cool to be seen quick, but it's just the same rules apply. It just looks easier because of social media, but the same rules apply. Like work, keep your head down, and do things the right way, because that's the only thing that's gonna last.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
longevity matters.
It really does.
We wouldn't be in this game this long if we didn't make mistakes and actually keep our head down after the mistakes and continue working.
Yeah. And you're not meant to be the best battler. Like that's a figment of everybody's imagination, because being the best doesn't matter. It's about who's the most consistent. Exactly. Like consistency breeds greatness. Like in business, let's be honest, you don't get to 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures by posting once every 6 months. Let's just talk about social media in general, right? As a business, like
Apple has a marketing plan and a plan of action because they have to be consistent.
Right.
Microsoft, yeah, even though they fucking suck because they just shut down.
Man.
but they have a plan. When that happened, they had a plan of action.
Correct.
So it's like people don't understand planning is what you have to have. If
Yeah.
you don't have a plan, you're not going to be able to make it. So
Definitely.
plan yourself out, keep your head down, and then where can we find you, bro? Tell us.
I'm old, so I'm on Facebook. Look me up as Al Watson, or if you want to look at me on Instagram, it's Al Watson. It's Al Metro, excuse me. Al Metro on Instagram. Y'all hit me up. Like, I'm really an open book when it comes to like how I'm doing
Yeah.
the interview. Like, you can ask me questions and about whatever, how to throw an event, how to lab, how to like DJ, all that type of stuff. Because I'm not trying to keep it for myself. Yeah, I would
We
like
gotta
to be
give
the
the
premier.
information.
Yeah, I would like to be the premier DJ, but at the end of the day, like I do have a family.
Yeah.
And they, my wife is just kind of like, yeah, next time you taking me to Vegas. So
Hey, I was surprised when I seen you and she wasn't with you.
that's what I'm saying. And I definitely want to give back. I'll be doing a workshop on DJing, and it's on song selection in Costa Rica. So I'm very happy about that.
Hey.
So like I say, look me up, Al Watson, Al Metro.
All right, this has been another episode of the Hive Hustle Podcast, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. I want you guys to understand, I'm sitting next to a legend. He's the first person to give me an opportunity. I'll never forget that in my life. So do me a favor and follow, like, and do everything you can to support this man. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.